typical adult can read between 30 and 70,000 words by sight. Now, I don't know about you, but I haven't spent time memorizing 70,000 words off flashcards. We possess a phenomenal mental process for remembering words, essentially allowing us to read by sight. And that process is called orthographic mapping. Orthographic mapping is crucial for how we read words by sight, spell words from memory, and acquire new vocabulary from print. So the goal of early reading instruction is to, as efficiently as possible, rev up the learner's orthographic mapping engine, meaning they can easily and quickly acquire new sight words and store them in their long-term memory for retrieval when they come across them later. So what are the keystones for getting someone's orthographic mapping engine spinning beautifully? Well, there are essentially two really important components. Phonemic awareness, which is the ability to identify, think about, and manipulate individual sounds in words, and phonic decoding skills, the ability to connect the sounds in our spoken language system to the individual letters or the combinations of letters we use to represent those sounds. Those things are super critical because they support decoding, and efficient decoding is critical for orthographic mapping because what it allows us to do when we come across unfamiliar words is decode it, store it, and move on. So students are decoding at first simple words, and after decoding those words a few times, they effectively become mapped into our long-term memory, which means we no longer have to sound those words out as we read because we access them as sight words. And so because it's so helpful for decoding, phonics is a really crucial tool in the early years of a learner's journey. By the time they're around 8 or 9 years old, a typical reader's orthographic mapping process is so efficient, they're able to pick up sight words much more quickly. A really important academic in this space, David Kilpatrick, refers to this period as the sight word explosion. I often hear parents talk about this magic moment around the age of 8 when their young people are just able to start reading effortlessly. What they're witnessing is the fruits of orthographic mapping, the increasingly effortless process of storing and retrieving sight words for fluent reading. Orthographic mapping is a critical process for acquiring sight words and unlocking fluent reading. And early on, we can support orthographic mapping through explicit phonemic awareness activities and phonics. Once that engine's revving, it's a virtuous cycle of knowledge begetting knowledge. And that is a magical thing. So until next time, orthographic mapping, Rupert Denton, Spellcaster. See you later.